Aw. What's in the Bag, where we give the voice to the voiceless and we let you say whatever is on your mind. My name is Marvina and I am your host.
Welcome, everybody. Hello, welcome, Sissy. Welcome to another segment of What's in the Bag, where we give a voice to the voiceless and we let you say what is on your mind. Hey, everybody, welcome. Thank y'all for coming in, joining in. Comment, share, please. Let y'all come on in and this is going to be a great segment. I just want to go ahead on and let y'all know, first of all, what's in my cup. I got some Kroger hazelnut. Y'all like my cup? I love my cup. I got that hazelnut coffee in here, and also my BFF left some leading brand Kroger brand hazelnut creamer for it because I didn't have no creamer, and I see that. Oh wow, she left it. I even put a little bit of almond milk in this one. I think it really tastes good. I didn't never think about putting no almond milk inside of my coffee, but it actually looks good. Tastes good. I like it. It's really good. Hey, and then let y'all know, here's my BFF, my co-host, my life, my love, my BFF.
Good morning. What's in the bag, family? You guys, I've been smiling and grinning ever since I got on this morning because I am so excited about today's segment.
Yes.
I am so excited about some of the changes and things that we've made that we spoke about last week.
Yes.
And really, the thing that I'm most excited about is that God woke me up.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Father.
Yes. I am so grateful and so honored that He chose to wake me up this morning. Let me say that. We say blessed. I'm honored. I am honored.
Yes, me too. Definitely am.
Quick Trip.
Okay. Say it again. What's in there?
Quick Trip coffee.
Quick Trip coffee.
Quick Trip coffee. Don't say it like that. I'm doing the Gmod thing, so I'm on the road, so I had to go ahead and get me some Quick Trip coffee this morning.
What Quick Trip?
With some hazelnut in there, and I'm gonna tell you, it's the bomb diggity. If I have to get coffee out anywhere, it's going to be Quick Trip.
I love Quick Trip coffee. That's my favorite. When I leave here, sometimes I hit a Quick Trip and get me some coffee out of there off their thing. I like. They used to do every holiday. They did the different type of creamer flavors. And since the COVID, they don't even do that no more. You know they don't. They tripping. Ever since COVID, everything's going on. Eggs and chicken and all kinds of mess. But I'm just saying.
Discussion about eggs one day.
Oh, that's coming up. Well, let's go ahead and get on with our segment today. I got a question to ask y'all out there. I just got I got one question and a statement. The question I have for you is, do you know of a time when someone passed away or went on and you couldn't figure out how to put them to rest? Or, we have to have some GoFundMes and all this stuff. And I just, and it's ironic that I said that because there's some past incidents where I seen that, we didn't have the money to, bury family, and we had to do GoFundMes. That's what it is, GoFundMe, and all those things. And I just got one statement. Aren't y'all tired of putting y'all mess, allowing people
Right.
mess to become your mess? Whereas when you leave here and and go to glory, hopefully, when you go to glory, that you are helping your family to be able to put you to rest
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
rely on their income, their money. And you talk about the same people that didn't have no money when
Yeah.
you was here.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was my question and my statement today because this
Yeah.
this segment is just for that. This is what
Yeah.
I really wanted this to be a wake up call for us.
Yes.
As people, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, for everyone. We all need to realize that this segment needs to, after you listen to this, you need to share it. Share
Yeah.
it
Exactly.
and allow other people to see and hear how important it is
This
to
is.
have a way to be able to put you to rest.
Yeah, and let me
um,
add to that really quickly.
mhm.
Not only put you to rest, but also help create. We're always talking about legacies. Always, you got to think about the people that's going to be left here, the spouse and the children. Sometimes people pass away and untimely, and little people are around. Financially, it's a way to make sure that they're good. I just want
That's
to
all.
add
Just
that
that
to
little bit had to say. So, with further ado,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
excited about this
I am
concept.
too.
This one right here. With further ado, let me go ahead on and introduce to y'all. Hey, look at you. Look, come
Good
on back,
morning.
girl.
Good morning.
Let me see
Good
if I can
morning.
put her in here a little further. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Back up a little bit more because we only see half of your body. Let's see that beautiful face.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. You look on the side. There you go.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Good
Everybody,
morning.
I want to introduce y'all to someone that's very special to me. I'm not going to tell you what's in her bag, but she is very, very special to me for so many reasons. We ministered in church together, and
Yes, we do.
we know God. And this woman,
Ooh,
Yes,
she
yes,
we
knows
ma'am.
God.
do.
If y'all never heard her
What? What?
sing,
Woo, woo.
she said, yes, she's a minister of God. She for God. She ministers through song. She's just wonderful. Evangelist.
All I can say is Jesus. I remember the
Jesus.
first time I heard you sing, girl.
Well,
Listen,
Not
man,
sing, sang,
God,
girl.
can
You
he's,
I
touched my,
he's,
you
he's
touched
been
my
good.
soul.
say it again? I need somebody to turn up their volumes. For some reason, our volume is very low. Is it me?
It
Let's
may
make
be
sure
in Jesus.
everybody got their volume up as high as they could. Or it's up on my end.
Okay,
It's,
how's that for
can
me?
you
Is
hear
that
me?
better?
Better.
Okay, it's up on
Yeah.
Yes.
my end.
Yes.
Okay.
Much better.
Okay.
Okay. So, um, ma'am, you got
Yes.
that cup over there? Where that cup at? Where that cup? What's
All
in
right now.
that cup?
Strong and beautiful. I had just a
Okay.
little lemon and honey this morning. I
All
got just
right
a
now.
little lemon and honey. You know it's good, but
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna make this a little so we can get to see your beautiful face. Let's see. Let's do this. Look at that. Look at that. Wait, wait, wait. Let me see if I can do this. Here we go. Here we go. I'm great. Clip this, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm doing a little clipping here. Cause okay, move over to I guess your right. You're right.
Yeah, there you go. There
There
you go.
you
Right
go
there.
now.
There you go.
Now. Now. Okay, ma'am. Can you tell me what's in your bag?
girl, I'm excited this morning. Ladies, of what's in the bag. What's in the bag is life insurance, just the basics of life insurance. You guys know we need life insurance.
Yes.
And I say that because a lot of us, a lot of our people, we have it. More of us have it than not, but there is still that 46% of us that says I need it, but just haven't made it a priority. So this morning we want to encourage our brothers and sisters to get you some life insurance because I say it because grief is tough enough. We've all been there. Some days I'm still there.
Right.
But it's tough and to have grief and to wonder how we're gonna do it. Who can I beg, borrow? Like I heard Marvina say earlier, the GoFundMe. Now I don't knock GoFundMe's, it has its place. But what can I do so that I won't even have to go there. You know,
Right.
let's not have to do the fish fries. Let's not have to do pass the hat. Call the pastor, call the funeral home to see what can we do. There is a way you can take care of that.
That's
Just
right.
invest in a life insurance policy, guys.
Yes.
It's just that simple. You know, I am Erin McGowan, life insurance agent right here in this great peach state of Georgia.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
you can call me anytime. You can look me up on Facebook.
Let
My
me
business
get you.
page is there. You know, and I'm always available to help you because I know that life insurance will be there for you. It'll be
Yes.
there for you. It will definitely be there
Yes,
for
ma'am.
Yes.
So,
you.
what type of life insurance, if you don't mind me asking? I know there's different
Of course.
types of life insurance. Can you
Hmm.
kind of explain to us what's the difference between life insurances?
Yeah. Okay. You have what's called your whole life. Whole life is considered permanent. That means once you get it, you approve for it, you have it up until you expire. You know that's considered whole life.
Mhm.
Your premium it doesn't change on you. You just have it until you expire.
Okay.
Now term life that's temporary. What we call temporary. That's you can get it for 20 years. You can get it for 25, 30 years. Some companies will give it to you for 30 years.
Right.
But it will end. But now they have what's called term conversion, where you can convert your term at the end of that term, you can convert it over to whole life.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that way you can have
Okay.
it. But at that age that you're able to turn it over, it will be a bit more expensive than when you got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
what's the age bracket normally when you said it'll be a little more expensive? What you mean by
Well,
that? I guess.
a lot of companies turn it over by age 65. You have some time with it, but they give you time. Your insurance agent or your company will notify you, when it's a good time for you to convert it.
Okay. Okay.
Question
Yeah.
for
So
you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so which one would you recommend? Would you recommend whole life versus the
Term.
term life? Mm-hmm.
Well, as for me, I have term myself.
Okay.
I like term, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because term fits my budget.
Okay. Okay.
I always tell people, go by your budget. That's my advice to people because with a term life, the premium is lower, but your coverage amount is higher, even
Mm.
though it's a term. You know what I'm saying? You can
Mm-hmm.
get one like, say, I'm 52. If I get it for 20 years, that'll take me over into year 72. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
then I have that option to convert it. But yeah, I just say whatever you can afford.
Right.
We're in a period of inflation. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Things are how, like I heard you say eggs. I don't even buy them anymore, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you now. I did a couple of weeks ago because I found some a little cheaper. But when I saw $8, I'm like, no, I don't even buy
Yeah.
an egg like that. You know what I'm
They-
saying? I don't even care for an egg like that. My
I
husband
don't
said,
like eggs.
look, he won't get that omelet this week. I'm like, that is too much. But
I
we
understand.
are, you know what I'm saying? We are
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
period of inflation. So
Yeah.
I said, get something.
Right.
I said it because your family, you don't want to just leave them, with nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We're crying, but we're worried. We're crying.
Mm-hmm.
We're heartbroken and we're stressed because I don't have it. Who's gonna
Right.
help me?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my plea. That's my mission to get as many people as I can. A lot of people don't really care for it, and I say if you're able to save that kind of money, put that
Mm-hmm.
money aside where you don't need it. I applaud you for that. But for those of us that say, look, I need to take just a little bit each month, and you know what I'm saying, all I gotta do is make a phone call when
Right.
the
Mm-hmm.
inevitable happens, because
Right.
Right.
we all have a day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As hard as it is, and you see how these days it seems like the kids are just,
Oh
you know,
my
Acting
gosh.
away.
you know what I
Yes.
Yes.
mean? The
Yes.
children, and
Yes.
and let me tell you, if I can, ladies, like when the companies that I represent, I'm an independent agent, so I'm not really, just bound by I don't wear like a company, like State Farm or any other company. I
Mm-hmm.
am just
Right.
contracted with companies to, sell their product.
Oh,
So
love it. Love it. So
yeah,
that gives you an opportunity to get really good rates then.
Good morning. Okay, ma'am, whomever this is, if you have a question, You're going to have to turn your phone down or off because we cannot hear you double.
And I think Aaron froze.
She did. Frozen. Did you freeze, Aaron? Yeah, she froze. She'll come back in. Hopefully she'll come back in. This
Okay.
is go. Can you turn your other phone off because we can't hear you double? I guess that wasn't a good call.
Well,
Okay, but anyway, I have a question for you. Now, say for instance, you went through a insurance company and
Mhm.
you did term and you hit that mark.
Mhm.
How long before you hit that mark do you have to do before you change it over, or do you do it right when
Yeah.
you hit that mark?
Okay, well, I have one company that was like I think five years into that, they were able to turn it over. But now I have one that's coming up on that term ending.
Okay.
So I mean you can do it. I think it pretty much any time as long as you got years into that policy,
Right.
because you built up that I guess those years of paying into it. Well,
Right.
she will pay into her policy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm coming up on that soon, but I have a couple of policies in place.
Okay.
So you can do that as well. You just
Okay.
don't have to have one. Actually, I have one also with Amika, and she told me you can get up to like $1 million. Because I asked her, I said, well, how much can I get? You can get up to $1 million in a policy. She told me herself that a lot of companies don't want to go over $1 million. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was told. And I can only go by what I was told or what I studied. But yeah, just like I think about if my parents, God rest their souls, had even known that they could put $1 million policies in place let me say this, when you're younger, because
Okay.
it's less expensive when you're younger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To get those
Yeah.
good rates, you know what I'm saying? Because life insurance is about risk. You know what I'm saying? It's about your age. It's about your lifestyle, your hobbies. You know what I'm saying? The things that you're into.
Right.
Not smoking, non-smoking. That
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They base those rates off of those type of things. But if they had known that they could have those $1 million policies in place, even me, if I had known that,
Right.
Right.
so now, then just think about me and my siblings. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We would have
That's
been
right.
able to, have that $1 million to split amongst each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just something that you really want to think about.
Young, like what age would you? Because you just said me, and I'm saying you 52 and I'm 42.
Well,
Girl,
for
stop.
us in our 50s, of course, now it's going to be a bit more expensive.
Right.
Right.
It just
Right.
is what it is.
Right.
It's like if you're in your 20s, go for it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you're
Okay.
in your 20s, you go for it. 30s, you can still go for it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? 40, 40s is not even that bad. Some people don't even realize it's not even that bad. Like I just actually quoted a 45-year-old female. She wanted a 375,000 term, and what? Let me see. She's only paying for third. Let me see. She's only paying $70 a month.
Oh, wow. That's a great investment.
Yeah, three hundred and
That's a great
seventy-five
investment.
thousand. Yeah, on 20 years, and she can come. And then let me tell you this. I also think like this: the more, because it's based. If you base it on your budget, if your budget increases, go ahead and increase your. You know what I'm saying? Your
Wow.
insurance.
you
Okay.
can
Didn't
do
think
that.
about it like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
think about it that way. So you're saying, okay, I'm good now. Let me go ahead and get a whole life policy. I can afford it now. You know what I'm saying? So I just want people to have something because I've seen it, y'all. I've seen it time and time again. That's what piqued my interest for this industry.
Right.
Okay.
Because I've seen so many times where we didn't have, a loved one died and we just didn't have. And I'm like, Lord, there has got to be a better way.
A better way. Yeah.
Sure
Yeah.
do.
There's got to be a better way.
It got to be.
And I think just having life insurance can help you tremendously.
Yes, ma'am. It will. It helps anybody. Even if you
That's
just
right.
get it. if you get it just enough to, I keep saying to bring you to lay you to rest.
Yeah, final
Just
expense.
enough to, you
But
know,
you gotta-
so
but you gotta
nobody
think-
have to take
Yeah.
on that responsibility.
Responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know, but I look at like, okay, so someone passes away untimely, and I know some, and I'm gonna use this as an example, and I thought that this was a great example. Years ago, a friend of mine passed away in his sleep at the age of 32, natural causes. But he and his wife, they got life insurance in their 20s, right after they got married. I think they were 26 when they got married. Their parents gave them a life insurance policy as their wedding gift.
Yeah. See,
I
that's
thought that
good.
was amazing.
That's good.
That's
And
real
then
good.
their
I like
dad, the dad told them to increase it and make it 3 times
Wow.
what their annual income is.
Wow.
And in that way, if something were to happen, they would be able to
Wow.
maintain things.
Wow.
And because of that shrewd thinking, they had 2 children when he passed away. She was able to take care of the house, the whole 9 yards. And a
Wow.
lot of the things were also, it's other types of insurance that pays off
Right.
certain expenses.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
mortgage got paid off, cars got paid off, everything. And she still had that base policy that they set up. I thought that was a great thing. So somebody's getting
Yvonne,
married.
That's good.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a
Yeah.
gift.
Yes,
you know.
ma'am.
And you know what? I think it's even important too to talk to your kids now.
That's
And
right.
You know, now you got me thinking, you know, Christmas gifts. And Yvonne,
Yes.
to your point, legacy. Legacy, when you think about
Right.
I'm just looking at this brochure, guys. Assurity is one of the companies that I do, you know,
Let me
represent.
see. Put that up there. We should have had that pamphlet on. Okay, so we'll have that pamphlet on for y'all to see. So that's one of the insurance
Yeah.
companies that you
And
work
it's right, and it's called Assurity. Okay, one it said benefits can be used. They're talking about to helping that spouse. To your point, Yvonne, pay the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? The bills. You're talking about sending your kids to college, and
That's
then
right.
even helping them start a business, getting them that head start to even start their own business.
Yes.
You know,
Love
so
that.
there are
Yes.
things.
So you can borrow off the money?
That's now whole life. Let me tell you
That's
what
whole life.
Now with whole life, you can interest can accrue into that years into that policy where you can borrow from it. But I'm gonna tell you, if you borrow from it and if you don't put it back, they subtract
I was
what you
get-
borrowed. And
I was getting ready to
the
say that.
remainder, your beneficiary gets the remainder of that.
Still, so you
And
still
yeah, it's still not bad because if you need it, you just need it.
you need
Right,
it. Right.
right,
You need it,
right.
but they won't
Right.
get that full coverage that you started with.
So they'll take some off of it.
So let me ask you a question. So for me, I'm challenged when it comes to getting life insurance because I
Okay.
have lupus.
Oh, okay.
And I know once upon a time, and I kick myself for this because once upon a time they only asked you 2 things: if you had cancer, and I
Okay.
forget what the other one was.
Okay.
But now lupus is that third question on
It's
that
a
on that
long
form.
list of of invasive questions now.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so are there policies out there for people like me who have some type of autoimmune disease or some type of disease? Because you get some companies that will
Won't
not
insure
cover
you.
you.
Yeah.
Right.
I do know. Now I've not had anybody to insure as of yet. You know, with any type of autoimmune disease, so I haven't had any rejections, so to speak. But I do know, going through those list of questions, that you know all of those are there, and from what I do know, uh, there are policies that will insure some of those diseases, but the rates do change. You know what I'm saying? The rates are become higher. The premiums may be a bit higher, but I don't want to specifically say because that I have not run into. But I'm gonna tell you what I do have. I have backing me is a team of people, of professionals that have been in this game for years. And if anytime I run into, you know, anything that I don't know, and I'll say that I don't know, or I'm even challenged with, they'll give me an answer right off. But
Okay.
Yvonne, as far as I know, there are some insurance companies that will, and there are some that won't.
Right.
Okay. Well, I need to find the ones that
So
will.
if
And you get with me, Yvonne, and I will
I,
help you.
oh, most definitely.
I love
I
it.
am. Trust me,
I
I am.
will. I
I am.
will. Yes, ma'am. I
how,
will.
how about this?
I
What if
have
you
3 children and
already?
7
I'm sorry.
grandbabies that I want to make sure that they are straight when
Right.
something.
I'm gonna tell you something too, Yvonne. There are insurance companies that see with the insurance companies that I do know about that I represent. They have what's called riders, and when you
Hmm.
insure yourself, you
Hmm.
can add them onto your policy, and then you know they're covered.
Sound like
So you can
insurance
add your
to me.
children, your adult
Yes,
children, and
up
your
to seven,
grandchildren.
up to age 17. The company that I have, up to age
Oh,
17, and
okay. Well, I
then
can do my grandbabies, but my
yeah.
children, they in their 30s.
Oh yeah. Now see, of course, after the age of 18,
Uh
they
huh.
can answer questions, for themselves, so they feel like, they can go ahead and, do the application with me, just asking them the questions. And then
Okay.
now you can still have them insured. What I mean by that is I do have a company where you can have your adult child insured, that by them answering the questions, but you are paying for a monthly to ensure that they are, covered,
Right.
Okay.
and
Okay.
not just leaving it
Okay.
on them. If you have an adult child that said, "Look, I can't even trust you to
Yeah.
keep that thing paid, and I'm gonna be the one to do it," and it can work that way as well.
Right. So if
Okay.
you already
Okay.
have insurance, and as your grandkids starts to come in, and you start tagging them on. Then once
Mm-hmm.
they get 18, 17, 18, those come off. Then the other ones. So it's just a matter of age. Until they get a certain age, you can cover them. So if
Yeah.
nothing happens to you, because
So,
there was a question right here. I just had this one. I think I put it up there, but
Yeah.
I'm going to ask it
okay,
again.
Marvina,
Yes.
before you finish, I just want to you ask about that age.
Yeah.
Now with this American National, that is another one that I
Okay.
represent.
I'm
It
sorry, Miss
says
Priscilla.
they the ride on can they can stay there to age 25.
Mm,
You
Wow.
know,
Okay.
I like
so
that one.
yeah, yeah, it says
Okay,
it right
because I
there in
got
my
an old
book.
son.
Yeah, but if they start, at if they're not on there, by the
Right.
age of 18, they have to go ahead and do it themselves.
Okay. Okay. So my son's 17. I can still. Well, he'll be
Yeah,
turning.
you got. Yeah, if he get ready to turn 18, we might just want to go ahead and let
Let
him
him get it
answer
on.
the question.
He ain't
Gotcha.
gonna, he ain't gonna,
Cause
I
you,
might get to get that $25 one. I mean, 25-year-old
well,
one.
you,
25
well,
years.
you know what? I'm tell you like this. Now we can give it a shot.
Okay.
We can give it a shot because he is 17 at the time we're applying.
Right.
So
Right. So he is 17 right now, but in May he'll be 18.
okay.
So we
Ooh,
gonna
that
try
that
it. We're gonna
that's
try
a
it. Okay, Miss Grayson, we gonna get
that's
this question answered.
Marvin.
Let's question. This is this Q&A. Okay,
Okay.
you see it?
Okay. What if you had term for seven? Is that
17
17
years.
years?
Then you turn 80. They cancel you. They can't get you to get some of your investment back. You are just giving them money, giving them your money.
Um. Well, you said when you turn 80. Okay. Just like basically we stated earlier, the term will end. And when at the end of a term, you don't get your money back. Now, I do have a company that have a policy that's called a return of premium.
What's
So
that?
that means at the end of that term, you can get your money back.
You
But
get your money back.
you know what I'm saying? That's not for every company. With the company she had, that it might not have been an option. I do want to say that now remember I said in the beginning, it's temporary.
Yeah,
It does end. Now they
Ooh.
have what's called
Yeah.
conversion, where you
yeah,
can turn it over to whole life. But now, I don't know when she got her policy. I can't speak to that,
right,
but I do know term is temporary,
right.
whole life is permanent.
So they just took up. They don't get. So you turn 80, which that was the term. After that, all that money you gave them,
Yeah,
gone.
and you
Yeah.
may just want to ask whoever you talk to. Is like you just ask them, do you have a return of premium benefit to your policy? And then that may motivate you to want that term as opposed to that whole life. Like I said, into those policies you can always change. If your money get better, get you a better get you more or get you
Add on to it.
yeah,
Right.
add
Yes.
on to it so that way if something ends, hey, I still got something in place.
Right.
That's the way, term does end.
Yeah, it does end. Okay, there's another one. I have a nephew with brain cancer
Ooh.
diagnosed at
Mm.
year
Jesus.
old. He was 14
Lord
years
have
old.
mercy. What are
Now, what are the steps to get him under a life insurance? Oof.
That's going to be hard.
Yeah. I was even reading.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
First of all, our hearts go out to you.
Yes.
Because I know that's something hard to deal with. But usually when we're talking cancer, and things of that terminal type ill, and I'm not saying that that's this particular specific case, but it's a little harder to get insurance, for people with those types of
When they've already been diagnosed.
already been diagnosed. Exactly, Yvonne. But you know what? I'm normally willing to give it a try. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
No,
ask. You
you
know what I'm
can't.
saying? If I can do anything else, tell me. Even if I have this guy, y'all, I love him. He's like a manager for me, but I can go to him with anything because I go to him. I'm like, look, this is the situation. If we can't help, point me in the direction of somebody that
Love
can.
it. Yes.
You
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because if our company can't do it, do you know of anybody else that
Right.
They
can help
can.
them?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, I hate for anybody to be turned away, y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
a lot of times, people can't help the situation, that they're in, but
Right.
it
Yeah.
is what it is.
I come from a sales background. Everything I've
Mhm.
done is sales.
Mhm.
And I developed the thick skin a long time ago. And people
Mhm.
say, "Oh, girl, they're not going to do it." I said, "What's the worst they can say? The worst they
Yeah.
can say is
At least
no."
give it right. Try it. That's right.
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 Let me at least ask. Let me at
Right.
least
Right.
try. And then if you tell me no, I may just have to go on to the next company
Right.
Exactly.
and see,
Exactly.
if somebody can help me, or if you can't help me, who can? Do you know anybody who can? So our
Right.
hearts definitely go out to that family.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
Yes.
and you know what? Keep praying because I'm gonna tell
Yes.
you, God can, and
You better say it.
God is able.
You better
He
say it.
he is able because now I had a nephew. He did have a real bad brain tumor, made him absolutely really sick, really sick. I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. He was really sick. Do you know his mama took him to the doctor? Baby, they looked in his head. They didn't find nothing. Do you?
Woo!
All right
Come
You
now.
hear?
over to the side so we can see your face. You went over this way.
Oh,
No, there you go. Right
Girl,
there. Right there.
girl, she
right
feeling the
Yes.
spirit, girl. She get ready. She get ready to bust out, girl. She get
Yes.
ready.
But
you
that's
know
right.
what?
Right
Yeah.
here. So
You
Yes.
know, we just want to, always keep that hope in Christ.
right.
Yes,
Keep that
ma'am.
hope in Christ. Keep that hope
That's
in.
all you can
Yes,
do. We
ma'am.
gotta lean and
That's
depend
it.
on him.
Yeah,
That's what we
exactly.
and that's what she gets. That's what she does. She has him holding on to what she got going on, so she can help y'all. So y'all gonna have to pray, and that
That's
is
right.
terrifying to knowing,
Yeah,
a
that's
child
Yeah.
who I
Exactly.
can't.
Exactly.
And
absolutely.
people definitely looking at it, and I'm not trying to be funny, but they look at it as a death sentence. They don't look at it as, okay,
Yeah.
how long did this child or this person
It's
got to
scary.
live?
Yeah.
It's
It's
horrific.
it
It's
is.
horrific. And I watched my mama suffer, and I watched her transition with it, and my dad as well. Both of them in the same year.
Wow,
You know what I'm
Jesus.
saying? In the same year, and I thought I was in the twilight zone somewhere. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because I'm like, Lord, this can't be. But I watched them suffer, and that was it. And I'm telling you, y'all, that thing did something to me. It changed me. I have never been in such a painful place in my life.
Mm.
But I'm sitting here today because of God and His comfort,
Yes.
His
Yes.
strength. You know what I'm saying? Cause girl,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
that thing took me down.
I
You know
can
what I'm saying? It took
I
me
can
down.
attest to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but God, he's a keeper.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, most definitely. Most
definitely,
definitely.
definitely. So,
Most definitely.
question for you: if a person starts their insurance, like, okay, I come to you and say, Aaron, I want to start my insurance. When do it normally starts to take effect? With it when soon as you apply for it? Do you have to wait for a time factor, or
Mhm.
it's just automatic?
Okay. Well, once we get the application going,
Mm-hmm.
and I know a lot of times we hear on the TV, a lot of people do it in one day, and there are companies. I'm pretty sure that it happens that way,
Right.
but we get the application in, then it goes directly to underwriting. Underwriting is checking everything, your doctor's information, everything, making sure everything lines up, and then I would say within in 2 weeks time,
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
if in fact they're not waiting on, and a lot of times the holdup I found is they're waiting to hear from your physician. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's a matter of communication on that end.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
if there's no issues like the one I just quoted and done a couple of days, maybe like 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
I've already heard back.
Okay.
So
Good.
by email, and everything I do is basically done on my iPad.
Okay.
It's
Ooh,
digital,
love it.
digital, so to speak.
Love it.
Since COVID, nobody could really go home to home. You know what I'm saying? Or visit.
Right.
Right. Right.
So I really love the fact that everything is digital. You can even we can even do e-signatures for some things. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
But for me, the delivery and acknowledge receipt, that has to be a wet signature. So
Okay.
that means
Okay.
to be with you in order to do that,
Okay.
to
Okay.
send it back. But after that 2 weeks, I should be hearing something. You know what I'm saying? And they normally contact me through my email, let me know, okay, she's been approved, and your documents are being mailed to you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're
Okay.
in the mail. And
Okay.
once I get them in the mail, we sign
Mm-hmm.
them, get those papers back, and you're covered immediately.
Good. Good.
Okay.
We got some more
I have a
Q&As. Let's see
question
what
for
we
you.
got. Okay.
I
Okay,
have a
Yvonne.
question for you.
Uh-huh.
How important, because you said something about verification, they're checking things.
Hmm.
How important is it to be honest
Ooh, yeah,
when you get life
Good
insurance?
question.
yeah,
Because it can come back to kick you in the butt
Good,
if you're
good
not.
question.
yeah, yeah. You have to be honest about everything. You really do. You really do everything just every question. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Yes or no. If that because they have a way of checking anyway. I believe they
Mm-hmm.
have what's called this medical insurance bureau. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they do with it, but to me, in my mind, I'm just thinking they probably go there anyway, looking up your stuff. So I don't quote me on that,
Right.
but you know what I'm saying. But
Right.
you're right, Yvonne. You do have to be honest. Be honest about your age, your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, whatever
You either
birthday.
gonna get a yes or a no.
Because when people pass away, they start asking you. Yeah, because and also before you can even get the
Okay,
policy,
she break.
Yeah,
married.
you was breaking up. Say that
Oh, I'm
again.
sorry.
You broke
Yes,
up.
say that.
I said be honest because even when it
Yeah,
comes time to cash in the policy, they
yeah,
ask for documents. And I've
yeah.
known some people who said they were
They do.
married and they weren't married, and when it came
Okay,
to, they couldn't provide marriage certificates or any of this
okay,
kind of stuff.
they
okay.
So yeah,
they
so that's
lied
what I
and
mean
said
by
they got
being.
married.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You get people that do, yeah, they you get people that do that because not only are they doing the life insurance, they're also doing health insurance and stuff
yeah,
like that. And so
yeah.
they health insurance may not come back and say, "Oh, provide me with this,"
Right,
but when
right.
it comes time to cash out a big payment,
Yeah,
they want
they
all
want.
documents.
Yeah, they want
Makes
all
sense.
documents.
That
You're
makes
right,
Yeah.
sense.
Yvonne. You have to be very honest about everything, so you can get that benefit to your
Mm-hmm.
beneficiary when the time comes.
Mhm.
And I want to say this, just something to think about. We insure just about basically everything: our homes, our cars, even our phones. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Some people have
Yes.
insurance
Oh
on
my
their phone,
gosh.
Pets.
on our computers,
Yep.
iPad, pretty much everything. But
Listen.
what about your most valuable asset?
You
And your
better say that
family.
thing.
Your most
Yes.
valuable asset, your earning power. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's
Yes.
how you take
Wow.
care of your kids.
That's right.
That's
That's
how you
right.
take care of your family. When my husband and I, when we first got married, he made sure we got that health insurance, we got that life insurance. He started to put everything in place. You know what I'm saying? And it's not hard, y'all. It's not as hard as you think.
Yeah.
Just like we were talking. You mentioned earlier, Yvonne. At least try it. See if see what happens. Ask about it. You
Mhm.
know, Marvina, you gonna ask some questions, girl.
Yes, I am.
Marvina, you like, look, honey, can I get that?
Yeah.
Can I get that? Can I get
Yes,
that?
ma'am.
You know, but and then I think about young people with little kids. Get, like I told this young lady the other day, get some insurance. Who's gonna see about your baby? You know what I'm saying? And now what we're working on then too, y'all, you got to start thinking about your estate plans.
Right.
Like who your trust, who's gonna get the house?
That
You know what I'm
will.
saying? Your
Mm.
will and your trust, your trust, or whatever works
I was gonna
best for your
ask about that.
family. Who's
That's
gonna
right.
get? I mean, my husband in the process of that now, that trust thing. You know who? You know because
Jesus.
if
Woo.
not, did y'all know? You know, and yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, very honest. I just really, I'm thinking that we're good, but if you know, if you die, your husband died, whatever, your kids, you know what I'm saying? Your house going into probate if you don't have it in trust. And I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them messing with my house, my child.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
hard.
Work
That's
hard for
right.
your home. And you know, I'm like, no, we got to be able to make sure all our paperwork is in order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
That's
we don't
right.
need anybody taking our property. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't need probate coming in. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
Those are the type of
Yeah.
things that you want to think about, you know, as well. But definitely insure your babies, insure
Right.
about everybody. Insure. This is what I say. You know, it don't have to be a whole lot, and that's just my
Yeah.
advice, y'all. It don't have
Yes.
to be a whole lot. Just get some because you know what?
Yeah.
No man knows the day or the hour. He might call me tonight.
That's right.
You better say
And
Right.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
and I
You better
need
say it.
something, you know, where my husband won't be scrambling. You know what I'm saying? And my child, she hollering, but dad, what we gonna do?
Exactly.
That,
Because
that's
people don't realize that extra
Right.
income
Right.
when you know, especially a husband and wife. If
yeah,
the husband passed or the wife, that income is gone.
it's
So
gone.
now you stuck trying to make
Look,
it happen.
you trying to make
And
it.
now if you got that already established for your family, at least they have a nest egg
Yeah,
when you're gone to be able to keep establishing
Yeah.
themselves or
Yeah.
whatever comes in the near future. But the
exactly.
thing we don't look at is what we're looking at is, oh well, we can't spend it. I know heard the person say that too. Well, I ain't spending that gonna be paid.
My,
I mean, you
But
know,
my dad said-
you know what that expensive, but you know, think about that expensive pocketbook. You know what I'm saying? Those shoes and don't knock it because y'all, I like a nice pair of shoes.
Oh,
Right.
look, I was gonna say, oh Lord, she talking
Look,
about me. Look,
I
let me go down.
Look, I love to get some beautiful shoes, girl. But I do want to make a priority out of, you know.
Oh yeah, most.
Make it a
Yeah, you have to
priority.
prioritize. You have to.
Prioritize, and then add it in your budget. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people think you can't, but you can. Like I'm just say for instance, a 22-year-old for a 30-year term might just be paying $42 a month.
Wow.
Get $100,000 term policy,
Wow.
you'll be paying $20 a month. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Until you can get more. You know what I'm saying?
Until
Do
you
what
get
you
more.
can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do what you can. That's what
Right.
I
And what about the ones where we're leaving money on the table? You know, from a sales aspect, I look at it like this right here. You got to eat your meat and your vegetables. You
Amen.
can't just leave. You can't eat the meat and leave the vegetables.
Mhm.
So when you get these things from your bank in the mail saying, you know, here's a life insurance policy,
Mhm.
and it may be only $500, $1,000, or $2,500.
get it.
You get them from your car
Yep.
companies, all this kind of
Yep.
stuff.
That's true.
Why is it that people don't? So I see people tear it up and throw it away, and I'm saying to myself, that's free money to a certain extent.
Right.
Yvonne, I'm with you on that because my bank does the very same thing. And guess what I do? I go ahead and get that too. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right. That's right.
Just be covered everywhere if you can. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Whether your bank is offering it, the insurance come, even if you that commercial come on, that $9.99, whatever you can get, baby,
Get
get it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I
You're
guarantee
right.
you,
You're
your
right.
family will appreciate it.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I guarantee you that.
That's
They'll-
right.
You
Yeah,
know,
and
just
if I
don't-
might make a suggestion, people, it is tax season, and I say this all the time. Now, when tax season roll around, we as a people, well, the first thing that we do, we hitting the malls, we buying shoes and all this kind of stuff. 2 days later, all your money gone.
Mhm.
Then you be talking about you can't go on vacation, can't do this, you
Mhm.
can't do that. when I used to get my taxes back in the day, I would pay my rent as far as it would go. I always made sure I set some money aside to at the time I had one child, we would do a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't so concerned about life insurance at that time. Then I
Yeah.
found myself wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But take that money. If you're
Mm-hmm.
not good, some people aren't good at
Right.
making monthly payments. If you're
Mm-hmm.
only paying $40 something a month and you done got a $7,000 tax return,
Mm-hmm.
pay your life insurance up for the year. You
Mm-hmm.
know, be
Yep.
smart about it. Be
Do
smart
it
about
annually.
let
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
be able to see your money, able to make money count. Cause them tennis shoes down the road,
Makes
unless you're wearing the
sense.
right pair and they come back 20 years later, then they may be worth something. But come on now, be
Do it.
smart. Be
Makes sense.
smart about your
Exactly. Great
coins. That's
point.
all I'm saying.
Right.
Great
Makes a
point.
lot
And
of
you are right.
sense.
You are right. You can pay it monthly. You can pay it yearly. You can pay it quarterly. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You can do that. But whatever
Yeah.
fits you, you know what I'm saying? Just it's just
Yeah.
I believe it's worth the investment.
Amen.
I
Yeah.
stand by that, and I will always stand by that. I really do believe that it is definitely worth the investment.
Yeah.
It's worth just knowing
Yeah.
that you are covered. You know, you
And
just
you know what?
That's it.
You said something too. And guess what? That beneficiary gets a tax free benefit.
wow.
Yes.
Tax
All theirs.
all
Hmm.
yours.
All theirs. You ain't gotta
All
worry about them taking none of it. Ain't that a
right.
blessing?
That's
Now,
it.
now that's
Yeah,
a
it makes a
blessing,
lot of
y'all.
sense.
That's
Makes
a
a lot of
blessing.
sense. I had some more Q&As. Let me see if I can get one or two because we get ready to come off, but I want to see. Let me see. We don't want to not. Okay, we got a Facebook. It's absolutely crazy that they feel that way. Like I said, he was diagnosed at 1 years old. He's 14 now, and I still kick butt. God, wait, and I still kicking butt. God,
Ooh,
oh, so he's
God.
still doing it. Yeah, he got okay.
Yes.
God is getting
God.
employed,
All
but
right
I
then.
got exactly. I know.
Uh
I
huh.
think I really know this young man. This my
That's
little. I know
awesome.
this little young man. Yes, he is.
That's now
All
that's
Yes, he
you
right
see
is.
then.
that's a
Yes, he is.
testament to how great
That's a
our God
testimony right
is.
there.
That's
Yes,
another
it is.
testimony. And here go another one right here. And that blood work. This it was very hard with my grandson from 1 years old with brain cancer. Glory be to God. He is
Mm.
still here. He's 14 now, but I was trying for years, and now he is under me as a
Okay, as a
rider.
okay, awesome,
Love it.
Okay,
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
So
all
To
tell
right.
me
God be
what
the
that means
glory.
about rider. What is that?
Remember early when I said an add-on,
Oh,
they'll add, when you add them on to
Mm-hmm.
yours.
that's what called
And see,
rider.
she found a company that will allow him to ride on her
On
policy.
hers.
That's
Yep.
good.
So you know what? That goes back to, keep
What she
going,
said.
pushing. Keep pushing till you find somebody that will say, okay,
That's
yeah,
right.
we got you. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? It might
That's
not be
right.
this particular company, but keep pushing.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
Keep
Nat.
pushing.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Love that.
Annette. Thank
Love
you. I
that. Thank
love
you for
that.
that
That was a great,
Yes,
testimony.
yes, that was inspiring, to be honest with you.
Yes.
very much.
Okay,
Yeah.
question. Would the underwriter have to talk to doctors to verify health conditions of added people for the policy?
Well, the added people, you mean like children?
The writers.
I
Um,
guess just added people. I guess children,
the
anybody,
added,
the
add,
riders.
the added people. That's what did she mean?
Okay, I need you to clarify that Facebook user. I don't know who
Now
that was.
the underwriters are going to contact the physicians of the people that they are insuring. Now, as it relates to the kids, as add-ons, I'm not sure. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? If they'll even inquire about the kids. But if it's an insurance company, I would think of it this way: they're going to ask about everybody.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's insurance, because insurance is all about risk, the risk they
Okay.
taking with insuring you. So, and my mindset would be they're probably gonna look at everybody. You know,
Right. Right.
Okay.
that's
So you
that's just
have.
that's just my way of thought.
You said you got long term care and life insurance.
Awesome, awesome.
That's both. That's
Long
two
term care is
separate.
something
Okay.
else to think about. Long term care is
Yeah.
excellent, to have because we do get old sometimes, and then we have policies that they call them added benefits. Long term care is one of those added benefits. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Where you can when you get a little older, you need a little care. You can pull from that policy, and
Okay.
Mm.
it'll help take
Wonderful.
care of you. So
So does
Wow.
that help take care of like nursing homes and things of that nature? The
I
long
want
term care.
yeah long term care. You're
Okay.
supposed to be able to get. get something from that policy that will take care of you. They have something else called the critical illness that you can have on there as well. If
Wow.
Now,
you're able to do
that I do.
those,
I do have the critical illness.
okay,
I
those,
was able to get that through work without
okay.
having.
Oh,
Yeah.
good,
So
good. And that's
and
another thing too. Your job does offer life insurance. Some jobs does
now
offer life
I
insurance.
do through my job, and what I
Mhm.
was able to do was up under a certain amount. I
Uh-huh.
didn't have to do any doctors or
Right,
anything like
right,
that. But if
right.
I'm over a certain amount,
Yeah.
then that will and my lupus diagnosis will come into play.
Okay.
So yeah, so
Well,
I said, well,
good.
let
You
me
do
just
have
yeah.
something,
Oh
and a
yeah.
lot of it, that's wonderful. A lot of people do
Hmm.
have them, with their jobs. That's good,
Hmm.
Yvonne.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yes, I'm on a I'm on
She's
a mission,
60.
and
Yeah,
Marvina would tell you and I say this all the time. I think about today, tomorrow, next week,
Yes.
next month,
yeah,
next year.
yeah. Got
I'm
you.
that
Always
thinker
did.
when it comes from
Yeah,
finances and things. I'm
yeah,
like, okay, it has to make sense to me. It has
yeah,
to make sense,
yeah.
and I feel that we throw our money away on a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things.
Yeah.
I look at it like this. I can go out today and have something to eat, and it's probably gonna
Mhm.
cost me $75 to $100,
See?
depending upon where I'm going
Yeah,
to eat.
exactly.
And now you eating up your life insurance. Now you
Mm-hmm.
eating up your auto insurance.
Mm-hmm.
I think about stuff like that.
Yeah. And
Have
I
to.
guess when you eat
that's
and
an
you don't
awesome.
be thinking about that, you dying. You be thinking about eating. So that's why you be using it up.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, but the most part, people don't, because when people come to me, she's so silly. People come to me and they talk about death or they say something in the conversation. I tune it out. I turn it out because I've always had this fear about it. And
Mm-hmm.
then when
Me
tragedy
too.
struck, and
Everybody do.
you think about it, in what was it, 2020, what, 2020?
2020.
I lost my aunt, my dad, and then 2021, a few months later, grandmother, aunt, other cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wow.
we lost about 9 to 11 people
Mm-hmm.
within the span of less than a
Mm-hmm.
year. And then
Jesus.
the smallest one was my 5-year-old niece. She was killed in a car accident, and
Jesus.
that kind of just took
Yeah.
me over the top.
Oh,
And I'm
my.
grateful that they did have life insurance. Thank the Lord. Because I was, and as a family, we had already decided they don't have life insurance. We're going to come together,
We
put the
got
pieces
to.
together,
Exactly.
because
We
we
got
didn't want anybody being on TV,
right.
being on TV or doing the
Or social
GoFundMe's.
media. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Because the
Mhm.
first thing that when I see those, sometimes I put it like this: it's a good avenue, but it also brings about a stigma with it because sometimes all these funds come in.
Yep.
I know what it costs to lay someone to rest. Then you got
Yeah.
these, and then people are getting into. So it's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
And what
It's
if and
definitely
what
a
if
lot.
people don't have it to donate to GoFundMe? Then you're still without what you need.
You
You know
still.
what I'm saying? When you
Hmm.
could have easily just invested a little a month, just
Little
a
more.
little a month, and then that way, because I'm gonna tell you, the insurance company has an obligation to hold up their
A little.
end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you pay your premium every month, don't allow it to lapse, because if it lapses, then you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't get the benefit from it because you let it lapse. But
Hmm.
they do give you a grace period to, you know what I'm saying,
Right, like all
get
insurance.
right, to get back on track or whatever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But if you let it lapse, then you can't expect anything from that company. But they will hold up their end if
Yeah.
you hold up yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you want to have you want to have something, just like you said. Look at all that your family went through, and had you guys had to come together, pull from the savings, call
Oh
somebody down
Lord.
the street, call out of town, and who
Yeah.
can we? You know what I'm saying? Go talk to the pastor. You know what I'm saying? Look, it would just been a great bigger burden
Yeah.
to bear.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
y'all,
Yeah, I know, but I know what you're talking about.
And
I like it's like a reminiscing back on this stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
and like thinking
Yeah.
how we're
Wow.
unprepared and we need to be. We can, just
yeah,
take a
Yeah.
little bit more effort, little bit of money, and we got to make sure that we're taking
Yeah.
care of our business, especially ourselves and our family. Our
My,
family deserve that. We deserve
yeah.
yeah.
it.
My grandmother was 96 years young when she passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember as a kid the insurance man coming knocking on on the
Yes,
door
I
to pick up
do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
to get that payment.
Yeah, it was cash
And
handling. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then I remember when she said, "Well, I need you to drop this in the mail for me and everything," and it was her insurance. She
Yep.
paid that insurance religiously, and she had whole life. So when she
Mm-hmm.
passed away, there was
Taking care
funds and
of.
things
Yeah.
there, yeah,
That's a
to
blessing.
take care of to
And
take
you
care
know
of
what?
everything.
I remember that so well. And I thought about that
Yes.
too. Because he used to knock on that door every month on a
Yep.
early Saturday morning. He had this big old
Early
fat
Saturday
briefcase
morning.
with all these like accordion style paper. And
Yes.
he come and knock, and grandmama said, "That's my insurance." We call him the insurance man.
That's what we
But
said. Here
you know
come
what
the
I'm saying?
insurance man.
They didn't really discuss all of that with us, but they knew just enough to know, they knew enough to
Yeah.
say, okay, I gotta have
Yeah,
something to
that's
cover
right.
my,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That generation was on it. I
Yeah.
can honestly
Yep.
say
She cutting off.
that generation, and so much things that they had been through, and not being able to have
Mm-hmm.
certain things that made that
Right.
generation
Mm-hmm.
just a little. They bought their house, they held on to their house. They
Yes, they
got their life
did.
insurance,
Yes,
held on
they
to it. They held on to their
Yep.
cars and stuff like that. Yeah. So and they
Mm-hmm.
very
Mm-hmm.
proud. So we need
And
to
they
take up
did,
some of
and
that
all of them,
pride
and a lot,
and make sure we're doing it
yeah, and you know what? And a lot of times they didn't even have a whole lot of money,
right.
but
But
they
they prioritized.
prioritize.
Well, I don't know about that. That you took out this time, Aaron, gave us some ideas, gave
Yeah.
awareness on how important this was, to make sure we get some insurance and life insurance. I know I'm in. I'm in.
I
You
mean,
got me, baby. All right, y'all. Y'all come on and join us on What's in the Bag on Facebook. Come on and enjoy. If you don't like Facebook, we definitely have it. What's in the Bag on TikTok. What's in the Bag 2021. Come on, subscribe, share, comment. We're looking for more people to come in here to be some TV players. Also, we are on Twitch. We are What's in the Bag 21, and also on Twitch. And if you want some laughs, come on over on TikTok. We can ready to do
Girl,
some
you
special
can be.
stuff on TikTok, baby.
yeah.
I,
That's for sure.
I love it. I can't hear you. I love y'all. And thank y'all for coming in and enjoying our little session. Thank you, Erin.
Thank you guys. It's
We
been a
love you.
pleasure, Yvonne. It's been a pleasure, my girl, my friend. And I'll see you tomorrow when we give God glory, girl.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Thank y'all again. We love you. Bye, y'all.
Thank you,
Bye,
guys.
ladies.
I love y'all.
Marvina,
All right, let's go, y'all.
Marvina, how I turn this thing off now?
Wait a minute, baby.
Hey guys,
I got you. I got you.
and have a blessed day.
Amen, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much. Look, they don't want us to end today. We were trying to end it. They don't want us to end.
Bye, y'all. We love
Bye,
you.
y'all.